So we all know by now masks are in short supply. The N95 masks and surgical masks are really being geared toward medical professionals who come into direct contact with patients who have this virus. From what we've been hearing, it looks like the CDC may recommend wearing a cloth mask when going out in public places for added protection, in addition, of course, to the 6 feet social distancing rule as well. The CDC also has instructions for how to make these masks on their website, and there are plenty of other resources as well. At First Coast Home Pros and Jack's Furniture, Refinishing, and Upholstering, we're already tooled up to contribute. So we've purchased a whole bunch of cotton fabric and elastic to make as many masks as we can in case anybody needs them. Our upholsterers are getting to work on these right away. Let's take a look at how they're making them. And if you have a sewing machine at home and supplies on hand, you can follow this simple pattern as well and make your own. We use 2 layers of fabric. We want 2 different types of patterns so you can keep track of which side is facing you and which side is facing out. Not put it on the wrong way, ideally. And you want elastic bands that fit comfortably behind your ears. Probably a 1/4 inch or 1/8 inch elastic would be good. You sew it inside out, sewing the elastic onto the corners without sewing the middle of the elastic, going all the way around the outside but with an opening to flip it inside out. And turn it inside out, and then you can sew the side with the opening to close it up. You put some pleats on the sides, a number of pleats depending on how you want the mask to fit. We use 3 pleats for this mask. We're making 2 different sizes, one for bigger faces and one for smaller faces. The CDC recommends 10 by 6, looks like. Just want to make sure it does a nice job covering your face snugly without big gaps or anything, but it should also be comfortable. These aren't custom fit, but you can use safety pins to help make them fit better if desired. One thing to note, masks should not be worn by children under age 2, anyone that has trouble breathing, or anyone who's unable to remove the mask without assistance. That's per the CDC. Before wearing your mask, you want to make sure to wash and disinfect it, and then continue to wash and disinfect it regularly as you wear it, depending on how much you wear it. We've seen a few ways this can be done. You can wash and dry them gently so they don't get tangled and messed up. Making sure to use hot water and wash them thoroughly. They can be machine laundered. That's what the CDC recommends. We also like hand washing them with soap and hanging them up to dry in the sun if possible. You just got to make sure if you hand wash them, you do so very thoroughly with hot water. We also like spraying the mask on both sides with hydrogen peroxide as a good way to disinfect it. We've seen that being recommended. Make sure to check out CDC guidance on everything to do with these masks, but for sure keeping them clean and disinfected. For any mask to help you, it's got to be clean. When you remove a used cloth mask, make sure not to touch your eyes, nose, mouth, anything on your face. So wash your hands immediately after you remove it. All right, thanks for taking the time to view our video. If anyone has any questions about how to make these, suggestions for how we can make these better, please let us know your comments. Thanks again. Everybody stay safe.